Hello, everybody. Interesting subject. I think I figured out why LeBron James refuses to retire and refuses to give us a date for retirement. And there's all these crazy trade stories going around. He's probably hoping for another contract, I would say. But there's two main reasons why he's refusing to retire. One of those main reasons should be clear to pretty much everyone, and that is Bronny James. So Bronny James is on the Lakers. He's on the same team as his father. He's still trying to improve enough to be able to play a normal role in the NBA. As I showed in one of my previous videos, he did improve enough to see an improvement, measurable improvement in the Summer League. But the Summer League is the Summer League. That's not, NBA competition. So I believe LeBron James just wants to give Bronny James as much time while he's still there, controlling his development, controlling his behavior, let's say, what he does, when he does it, how he goes about media contacts and all that other stuff. Once he retires, he will not have that kind of control. So once Bronny if he gets to a place where he's good enough to be a real, really earned player on an NBA team, then it's easier for him because he knows his son is ready to be on his own. So that's one big reason for LeBron James refusing to retire, and he's still healthy enough to play, so it's not like he has to. So that's one. But I think the second and main reason is that I believe, and I've stated this in previous videos of mine, that because LeBron James is in the NBA, and while he's still in the NBA, news about LeBron James is a popular topic. What's going on with LeBron? What's going on with Bronny? Where's LeBron gonna go? What's LeBron gonna do? NBA. And then if LeBron retires, there is no more of that. So first thing, he's out of the attention circle. Maybe for the next couple months, media still talk about him and stuff like that. But the thing is, while he's still in the NBA, media wants and fights for and almost begs for access to him. To be the first to get some information from him or whatever, because they know he's a media cow for everybody. So that's what he has over the media. Once he leaves the NBA, he does not have that. And what is the media known for forever? The media doesn't really succeed running positive stories about someone or something. The media succeeds on running negative stories. So just sit there and logically take into consideration what is going to be a cash cow for the sports media, like ESPN or anything like that, Yahoo Sports, all those outlets. What is going to be the money cow then? If LeBron James is not in the NBA, there's nothing really to talk about of what he's doing next or how he's played or, what contract is he signing or where is he going, all that stuff, he's gone, right? So what do they talk about? The biggest cash cow for the media then would be, in my opinion, exposing LeBron James. So if LeBron James put pressure on any media outlets to put out some information or put out some stories or whatever it might be, and in return for that, whether it be ESPN or any other network, whatever it might be, like I said, I don't have evidence of it. This is just my opinion. if he pressured anybody to run positive stories about him, then when he leaves and he doesn't have that leverage over that network anymore, what do you think that network is going to do? All of a sudden, some old information is going to start coming out. You know, these are old emails from Clutch Sports. They wanted us to run this. They said we're going to get access to LeBron or first dibs on an interview with him or whatever, but we have to keep saying this over and over and over again. You don't think that's gonna happen? People gonna swallow that up and go crazy for that shit. And there's gonna be so much debate, just like right now they're talking LeBron, Michael Jordan, GOAT debate. You see how involved people get. And then when information like that starts coming out, when there was pressure put in, remember the story from Rick Bucher? Rick Bucher actually told us that he literally received an email from Rich Paul from Clutch Sports, literally asking him to vote for LeBron James for MVP, advertising LeBron James for MVP. That's what was going on. That's just not right. So that's why I think he's really hesitant to retire, because he knows that once he does, he loses that bargaining chip of access for narrative. You know what I'm saying? So if media pushes that narrative, you'll have access to me, or you'll have access to information about me, or you'll have access to my son. I think that's what's gonna happen. I personally think that's what's gonna happen, and I'm recording this video to kind of let this go out there, and whoever watches this and hears this, good. And in the future, if this happens, hey, I'm the first one to have said it. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my opinion. From watching his career for all these years, watching how he tried to influence the narrative through all different media outlets, Bleacher Report, ESPN, certain people working for ESPN, pushing stories that completely make no sense sometimes. You're talking about Shannon Sharp in some instances. You're talking about Nick Wright in some other instances. It's just crazy of what was going on, and a lot of people see it. And I think when he leaves and he doesn't have that bargaining chip over the media, like, you better be quiet and do what I tell you or you won't have access to me, it'll be gone when he leaves the NBA. What do you think is going to happen? I think LeBron James leaves, and within the next few months after really his retirement, so much shit's gonna start dropping from major networks about him, exposing some of the stuff and all that you won't be able to believe your eyes. You say that a lot of podcasters talking about LeBron James, me, for instance, Dreamers Pro, Sports Tea, whatever it might be. We all talk about LeBron James, and you say when he retires, that's going to go away. No, it's not. It's going to be there for years to come. A lot of shit's going to be coming out. And meanwhile, we talk about other stuff anyway. I mean, Michael Jordan is a player you could talk about for the next 50 years. It doesn't matter. The guy is just unbelievable. And there's so much you could still share that hasn't been shared and people just don't know, especially the younger fans. It's incredible. So that's just my view on it. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think LeBron James, in part, knows that he can't catch Michael Jordan anymore in titles. He knows he can't catch him financially. He's there for his son, and he's there to prolong whatever he's doing. So he's I'm telling you, he's scared he's not going to have control of the media anymore. Clutch Sports won't have it. Partially they could have it because they have some clients in the NBA that they could refuse to talk to a certain network or whatever. But who is going to have that much influence over the media? Like LeBron James? Who? From the current players, who is going to have that? That's just my thought out there. And question is, what you guys think? I want you to tell me in the comments if you think that my train of thought is correct in your view, or if I'm overthinking it, or do you think it's partially true? I'd love to know what your guys' opinion is. So let me know in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you. Bye.